Hey, Jonah's Gay Porn readers. My name is Troy Daniels, and I'm answering some interview questions that Joe sent me. So, to start off, Joe asked, You got into porn because of the money. What's keeping you in it? Has your view of doing or being in gay porn changed from when you started? How long will we get to watch your ass get pounded over and over and over? That's a really good question. So, my view of it hasn't really changed. I think I knew what I was getting into when I decided to get into porn, and if anything, my suspicions have been confirmed. That it's a fun business to be in. It can be a lot of work, but there are a lot of really great people that you get to meet along with it, and I think that's kind of what's kept me in it. Besides the money can be good, but the people are really great, and I think the people are what keep me coming back for more. How long can you expect to see my ass get pounded over and over? For the foreseeable future. I don't know. Whenever people get tired of seeing it, then that's when I'll stop. Second question is, has your ass recovered from the pack attack on Hot House? Talk about the scene. Did you enjoy being gangbanged? Something you enjoy outside of porn? That's a lot of questions. My ass recovered fine. I had done my homework, and so it wasn't too much getting fucked by five guys. It was a lot, but it wasn't too much. And I actually wasn't really that sore the next day. It was more muscular soreness from having to stay in like certain positions, like on all fours, like arched back and everything like that. That's when things got a little bit tense and when my body kind of acted up a little bit, and that's what I felt more the next day instead of ass soreness. My hole took it really good, like a champ. um, Something I enjoy outside of porn. I'm a student. I love to read. I love studying. I like watching the news. I like going to the gym. I kind of think that I'm kind of boring in this respect. There are lots of things I like to do. Put on the spot. I couldn't really name anything extraordinary. Uh, but yeah. What are you going to school for, and what will you do once it's over? So I'm going to UC Berkeley. I'm in my last semester of school. I'm a student of media studies, and afterwards, I think I want to get into something along the lines of marketing or PR or advertising. And so those are my career hopes when I get to be a grown up. That's what I want to do when I grow up. What's the funniest, most embarrassing thing that's happened while hooking up with a guy? Um, I don't know if anything super funny has happened. I struggled with this question. San Francisco is a real. I can tell you a story though. San Francisco is a really small town, and I remember having a roommate in when I lived in the Mission District over at 19 in Valencia, and we were getting to know each other. We weren't really very close friends before we lived together, but we knew each other not well, and we were kind of going through each other's like MySpace and seeing who we had as mutual friends. And there was this one guy that came up who was my roommate Scott, his ex-boyfriend. He's like, "Oh, how do you know? How do you know Josh?" And I was like, "Oh, I hooked up with Josh. After the club one night." He's like, "Oh, really? When was that?" And it turns out that I was the trick that was the reason that they broke up because they didn't have an open relationship. My roommate Scott didn't hold that against me though. It was Josh's fault. But I guess that's kind of something that's like funny or embarrassing that happened as a result of a hookup. Can't think of anything on the spot that happened. I mean, yeah, the usual things that happens with gay sex. If you could clone yourself, would you fuck yourself, or in your case, get fucked? Yeah. If I had a clone, I would totally fuck myself or get fucked by myself. Um, I I almost want to say if I had a twin, I would totally be down with it too. But I think that would be a little bit weirder because there would be that common history that we shared, and so it would be fucking my brother. But I guess if it's a clone, it's me, so it's fine. Next question is, have you ever given or received a blumpkin? What's the raunchiest thing you've done? Uh, I actually had to look this up. I didn't know what it was, and no, I haven't done it or received it or given it or anything. Um, The raunchiest thing I've ever done, it's after working in porn for 3 years, I don't think of anything as really raunchy anymore. It's just, part of the ins and outs of gay sex, so I don't, yeah. Porn is, oh, this is multiple choice question. Porn is A, my gift to the world, B, the only way I could get laid, C, my parents' fault for not loving me enough, D, better than being a barista at Starbucks. Um, I'm gonna go with D. It's a good job. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people, and the money can be nice too. Next question. You wake up to find yourself in jail. What did you do? I don't know. I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. I've never even come close. So it would probably be, God, I don't even know. Maybe for protesting on campus at Cal because we have a big student protest population and are very outspoken about our political beliefs. So that's the only thing I can imagine I would get arrested for. Or getting arrested for being too sexy. No. 10. How has porn affected your relationships, dating life, family life? Do people just want to fuck you or do they want to date you? That's a really good question. I think that's something that a lot of people who get into porn consider before doing it. At least I hope so. That it would change things. For me, my friendships, it hasn't really affected it. I've always been very open with my friends about what I do and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. As far as dating life, that's a little bit more difficult just because there is still a stigma attached to doing porn, and so people have certain preconceived ideas about what a porn actor does and who they are and how they behave. But I'm also very upfront about that, just so that there's not any surprises later if people don't know when we go on a date together. I like to tell them earlier rather than later. How has it affected my family life? As far as I know, my family doesn't know that I do gay porn, and if they do, they haven't said anything. If they find out, it's not that big a deal to me. I knew doing this that it wouldn't be a secret for long from anyone, just because it's something that's out there that can be easily found or researched or what have you. I would hope, if my family found out that they were supportive. I don't necessarily expect them to understand, but just be supportive. Next question. Will you ever top in your scenes? Do you ever top in private? I actually have done a topping scene, and I did a flip-flop scene. I did a topping scene with Bryce Starr for Hot House Backroom, I believe it was 27. That was a lot of fun. It was great. Fucking Bryce. Bryce is a really great bottom, and he was really fun to work with. And then I also did a flip-flop scene with Tate Ryder for Kiss Like Fuck Suck, also at Hot House. And that was fun too. I do like topping. I haven't done it too much on film just because I think that people want to see me get fucked rather than fuck, which is fine. I'll do whatever the fans want. Do I ever top in private? I do. I'm pretty versatile in private. With my boyfriend Mark Metzger, we top each other, bottom for each other, stuff like that. So, yeah. Finish this sentence. Never have I ever. That's another, that one's hard for me. I've actually played, this is a drinking game that a lot of people play in college. I don't drink, but I still play along. I hold up my hands and count down, and then I'll drink soda or something if I get a never have I ever that no one has ever done. But incidentally, whenever I've played this game with other people in school, I'm always the one that is out first. I've done pretty much everything. I think I've had a very full life as far as experiences and the things that I've done. So never have I ever. I couldn't tell you. It's actually the only times that I've ever not put down a finger for that game was when it involved stuff with women. So never have I ever slept with a woman. That's the only thing I can think of. If a tree falls in the forest, who in the industry do you hope it lands on? I have no ill will towards anyone in the industry, and I don't want anyone to get hurt. So it's not the most dramatic answer to the question. So I I hope that I hope that it doesn't land on anyone. Next one. Anthony Romero wants to know if you will let him sit on your bearded face. Absolutely. Absolutely, Anthony Romero. Anytime, day or night. Just call me up, we'll work it out. Next one. What kind of guys do you like? I like all kinds of guys. It's gonna sound a little bit cheesy, but I like guys, nice guys, guys with a good personality. I actually really, really like a man who can make me laugh. I think a sense of humor is really important. It's what I look for in guys first. And then everything that comes after that I think, can be icing. But humor is definitely, for me, really, really important, and I think a key to a long relationship. So last one, what can we look forward to from you? What can we look forward to from you? I hope just more hot scenes, more fucking, more action. Uh, that's it. More of the same, which I hope is good. I hope people enjoy it. Some feedback I've gotten is some people do, so I hope to keep pleasing the viewers. So with that, I'm out. Thank you so much for all of these questions, and catch you guys later. Bye.